R.I.P. Rest in peace, brethren, to the great Alexander Volkanovski, former UFC featherweight champion. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying that. I never thought we'd see the day he's a former champion. September 29th, 1988 to February 18th, 2024. A moment in silence for the passing of Alexander Volkanovski. Just wow. Ilia Topuria, El Matador, just killed a man. He just caught a body. And I feel so stupid because originally I was leaning Ilia, but then I was like, no, I'm going to go with Volkanovski because he's so good and he's this, he's that, and Ilia's not tested. And you know what? Honestly, the fight was kind of going how I thought it would. But then Ilia's like, all right, I'm done with all this technical BS. I'm just going to walk through Volk's jabs. I'm going to get inside. And I'm just going to touch him on the chin a few good times. And that's going to be it. And that's exactly what happened. Once Ilia decided to stop going tit for tat, once he decided to stop playing chess and just started scrapping, he killed Volk. Now, obviously, there was technicality behind that finish. It wasn't complete, Hail Mary brawling. Obviously, it was his pocket boxing. And I've always said, Ilia Topuria's skills inside the pocket is what makes him so dangerous. He's equally as short as Volk. I know he's an inch taller, but still around the same height. So getting in the pocket against Volkanovski won't be that big of a challenge for Ilia Topuria. Getting inside, getting in close, creating those exchanges, it's not going to be as hard for Ilia as it would be for like a Max Holloway or a Brian Ortega, Korean Zombie, even Yair a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Volk's been so used to beating up taller opponents who had to reach down to hit him, you know what I mean? And a lot of the guys Volk fought also were not the best boxers. I mean, Max Holloway is a phenomenal boxer, but Ilia Topuria, man, his boxing skills are different from Max Holloway, but also just his body type too. I think he's a bit faster than Holloway as well. And again, unlike Max, he's got the leverage of being short, and that really helped him against Volk. And then also because Ilia Topuria is a well-rounded fighter, because Ilia Topuria can grapple, he's got wrestling, we didn't see Volkanovski shoot many takedowns in this fight. I saw a lot of people saying in this matchup that, or in the lead up to the matchup, that Volk was going to, or he did have the threat or the option of being able to wrestle Ilia. And I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. It's going to be a striking match where Volk is going to be in danger. He's not going to be able to give Ilia that Yair treatment. It's going to be a striking match, and Volk's going to have to do everything in his power to stay the hell out of the pocket. Just keep pumping that jab in Ilia's face, chopping at the legs, and as long as he can do that and not get touched on the chin, he could win. And this fight could have gone the way it was. The way it was going, it could have gone this way for all 5 rounds, and Volkanovski could have pulled away with the decision. I thought Volkanovski was pulling ahead of Ilia Topuria, but it's a game of inches. And also, man, Volkanovski, he's 35 years old, and we all knew that he rushed this comeback against Ilia after getting knocked out in the first round by Islam. He didn't take a break. He decided to do a quick turnaround, even though it wasn't in Toronto, like 3 months in January. February was still too soon. And as a result, he gets knocked out. Although, let's give some credit to Topuria, because Volk getting knocked out is because Topuria is that damn powerful. But I believe Volkanovski, having already getting slept by Islam and coming back too soon, did play a part in him maybe not being able to recover and getting slept so easily. Because I feel like at younger prime, Volk would still get rocked, but he might have it in him to like bounce back, recover, maybe grab a hold of a single or a double leg and get back to his feet. But yeah, Volkanovski, I don't think that recovery of his is there. And when you're getting hit by a guy like Ilia Topuria, man, the consequences of letting this guy touch you are fatal. And you know what? Even though I feel bad for Volk, and even though I'm 0-3 on title fights this year, and I suck, and I'm never going to get a title fight prediction right again, well, that's not true. because I'll probably be correct about, well, I should be correct about Zhang Wei Li. She's a lock against Yan Xiaonan. But I got O'Malley beating Cheeto, and somehow O'Malley's going to fucking blow it against Vera. I just know it. Vera's going to win, so I might as well pick Vera. But then if I pick him, if I switch, then Sean O'Malley's going to win, because my luck with predictions is just, it's completely ass. But back to the point, even though this sucks for me that I'm wrong, and it sucks for Volk to be on the receiving end of 2 brutal back-to-back knockout losses to lose his title, I'm just happy now the featherweight division has a new champion. I was getting sick of Volkanovski. It's been so damn long. I just wanted a new reign. I want the division now to breathe and open up. And now the division, it's interesting. The next several title fights are now going to look interesting. This opens up the door for Max Holloway, who's been held down for years. He's been held back for years by Volk, who had his number. Well, now Volk's not champ anymore. If Max doesn't get completely, destroyed and broken by Gaethje, if he loses but, doesn't get beaten that bad, or even if he beats Gaethje, hey, that title shot at featherweight's always going to be there. That Ilia fight's always going to be there. We got the winner of we got Yair Ortega 2 coming up next weekend. And I say the winner of that should get a title shot. Even if it's not deserving. I know Volk deserves a rematch, but for Volkanovski's sake, I wanted to take as much time off as possible. I don't want to see him run it back with Ilia too soon. He just needs a break, man. He needs rest. He needs to take 8 months off, let the division sort itself out, and then he could come back and get a title shot at the winner of Ilia versus the winner of Ortega Yair. You know what I'm saying? That could work out. Or maybe they are going to rerun it right away and Volk's just going to get knocked out again by Ilia. Unfortunately, because Volk, let's be real, man. He's done. He's not getting any younger. And I think that chin of Alexander Volkanovski may have just went bye-bye. But wow. I mean, Volk was a great champ. He managed to hold on to this belt for so many years. But he finally met his match, and he met his match at the perfect time, right when Volkanovski was getting up there in age, right when Volk was coming off a brutal first-round knockout loss to Islam Makhachev. The stars just aligned perfectly for Ilia. And man, all those Aldo McGregor comparisons to this fight, the math added up. The universe created a similar storyline, and Ilia, he prospered. Like Conor McGregor. Now, do I think Ilia is going to be champion for a long time? I don't. I mean, I do think that he does beat the winner of Yair and Brian, especially if it's Brian. If it's Yair's got a good chance at beating him. If Max comes back down, I'm not saying Ilia doesn't beat Max, but there's a good chance Ilia loses to, Holloway. And something tells me, man, Topuria is not going to be as dominant as Volk was. I say he's got a title defense or 2 in a year max with that belt. I said max. But then I think the belt's probably going to pass around by 2025. But hey, we shall see. But great result. Congrats to El Matador, the new featherweight champion, and peace out.